So, Billy Ray, Saturday is such a huge game for San Diego State as they host Boise State. Another opportunity to avenge one of those road losses inside the conference. And winning this game could essentially wrap up the Mountain West Conference regular season title. Skylar Spencer has been such a huge part of this team defensively with 71 blocks this season, averaging just under 4 points. But lately he's been asserting himself more on the offensive side. He needs 4 blocks to break the all-time career record at San Diego State. And here he is, Skylar Spencer on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Skylar, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Doing great. Yourself?
Pretty good.
All right. Yeah. Dude, I want to start off by asking you, we had Dwane on yesterday. What was it like for the team when you guys found out that DP was going to get back on the floor, dress, and actually play?
Man, it was real big. You know, it kind of caught us off guard because like the coaches and the doctors, they have been working together and they had sort of keeping us updated. But I wasn't 100% sure if he was going to play that day. So when I got the word that he was suiting up, it was real big.
Yeah, it had a lot of us thinking that, I mean, whether or not he was going to play not just the next game, but the next couple and finish out the season, right?
Yeah, you know, everybody just stay positive. You never know, and I'm just real happy that he's able to come back.
Yep, it's an amazing story because, frankly, most of us thought he'd never make it back, and most of us probably thought that the school would never even allow him back on the floor from a liability standpoint. But he pretty much signed a contract that said, "Hey, if anything happens, it's on me, not you guys." You know this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked to us about it. He talked about it yesterday with us. So it was, hey, listen, that's a guy who really wants to be on the floor with you guys. That's a guy who wants to do something special before the season's over.
Yeah, man. This is last year. You know, he doesn't have many games left. So, you know, I think anybody who's a senior who's in that position, they would have done the same thing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Skylar Spencer on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. All right, 3 blocks to tie for the all-time career mark at San Diego State, 4 to become the all-time blocks leader. Coach Fisher's been on a million times saying what makes our defense so good is everybody knows Skylar's back there. So if somebody gets by him, Skylar's got it covered. What is there to the art of blocking shots? It's got to be more than just being tall, right?
Yeah. It's about timing it, being at the right spot at the right time, and just knowing when to block the shot. You know, it's real detail. You know, it's times where it helps just being tall, but then there's a lot more to it.
Yeah,
6'10" would have to have something to do with it. But I mean, you still have to have the timing and to know when the guy is going up to shoot the ball. I mean, that all has to help, right?
Yeah, it helps a lot.
You know, nowadays in sports, Billy Ray, everything is so overly statistical. So they've got these like defensive statistical metrics that they use. And there's this one that says Skylar Spencer, Skylar, have you heard about this? Is the best defensive player in the entire Mountain West Conference when you combine all the stats. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't heard at all. First time.
Yeah, well, dude, let me tell you. You know who's second? Just take a guess as to who's the second best defensive player in the entire Mountain West Conference based on these, metrics.
I'm going to say Larry Nance.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. It's called a defensive rating, and it's a figure that represents the points saved per 100 possessions. Can you follow this?
Yeah, I'll keep it up.
All right, so it takes into account defensive stops, blocks, steals, forced turnovers, and missed shots. And with all of those stats combined, Skylar, the computer spits out that you're the best defensive player in the entire Mountain West Conference. How does that feel?
Sounds about right.
That's right.
It does sound about right.
Yeah,
don't start thinking about formulas and all that math that Scott's doing over there. I mean, that'll kind of.
I'm gonna just worry about trying to block the shot.
Exactly.
Well, no, the thing is that next time somebody gives you a hard time about your ugly free throw, or they say, hey, how come you're not scoring 12 points a game? Go, hey, did you hear I'm the best, defensive player in the entire conference?
Uh-huh. I'll put up those stats.
Exactly.
Now, somebody was telling us a story. I don't know any of the details. Maybe you could fill us in here a little bit. Somebody was telling us a story. It was Doug Gottlieb from CBS. And we were saying, why do you think Skylar Spencer is not more assertive on the offensive end? And he was just saying that your whole life, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but you were kind of trained as more of a defensive player than an offensive player. Is there anything to that story?
I mean, sort of, I would say. I've always been real good at blocking shots, And I've never been like a killer offensive player. I've always tried to contribute when I can on the offensive end. But I would say, my whole career, I've never been like the go-to guy for offense. That's just how it's been.
Yeah, but one of the things I do like about your offensive game, and everybody's listening right now going, oh, I can't wait to hear this, because what offensive game? Listen, let me tell you what I love. Your aggressiveness to go up and dunk the basketball. I think too many guys just want to be lazy and lay it in. You always seem to get the ball down low, and your power move is, let me go dunk it. I mean, is that a mindset for you?
Yeah, it is, because, first it started when I was in high school, and my knee stopped hurting, and I was able to dunk all the time. And then I had been talking to one of the college coaches, and one of the things they told me was to dunk everything. And so ever since then, that's what I've been trying to do. And also, I don't really get many opportunities, so I'm gonna go for the highest percentage.
Yeah, all right.
That was their advice. Dunk everything.
Yeah,
great.
Dunk everything, so it becomes automatic in the game.
Yeah, I love it. I do.
That's perfect.
Hey, big game this Saturday against Boise. I mean, there's so much on the line. Win this thing, and you've pretty much got the regular season wrapped up. Is that being talked about a lot this week at practice?
I'll say so. Everyone's just trying to stay focused. Everybody understands what's at stake, and it's a real big game. So we've been locked down preparing for it, and I think we're going to be ready.
And you got a little payback to do, right?
Yeah, we own one.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. Hey, Skylar, it's a pleasure to talk to you. It's great watching you play. Get up there and dunk that basketball, and we'll see you down there on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on.
All right, Skylar Spencer.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
I have to.
3 blocks to tie, 4 blocks to become the all-time blocks leader in San Diego State basketball history.